This is John. Every night, he promises himself he'll work on his online business. And every night, he ends up on the couch, Netflix open, guilt eating him from the inside. Although he is watching TV, a part of his brain is still active and starting to overthink. He's not resting. He's not working. He is the worst place possible, somewhere in the middle, overthinking. His brain runs in circles. Why did I fail? Why am I not working? What's wrong with me? What's the smarter way out of this? A lot of brain power is being used and zero progress is being made. The truth is, John doesn't lack some hidden wisdom, although his brain likes to make him feel like this is the problem, when in reality, John is lacking three things: mental strength, break strategy, and being focused on the process. And the first one is mental strength. Mental strength. Life is simple but hard. The truth is, you either intrinsically like what you do or you don't. And if you don't, you are left with a fine choice between giving up or just doing it. John is using overthinking, guilt, and sadness as a shield. It is a way out, the first step in releasing mental tension from the task itself and going into comfort. He will not work, but he will feel bad about himself. It's easier to feel ashamed of yourself than to just do the work and relax after guilt-free. He should be using his willpower to overcome this, not for finding some hidden wisdom. There is no hidden wisdom. You should not be trying to solve this problem in your head. You should be in peace. The solution is here, right in front of you. It is just hard. A lot of top performers talk about this: Djokovic, Goggins, and many others. The best thing about mental strength is that it's trainable. It's not a gift, it's a skill. But there is something just as important. Don't take on more than you can carry. If John can only work for 20 minutes, perfect. 20 minutes consistently is far better than forcing an hour, burning out, and doing nothing tomorrow. You build mental strength the same way you build muscle. Start where you are, stress it slightly, recover, repeat. That's how 20 minutes eventually becomes an hour, and how discipline becomes something you can rely on, not something you hope for. Break strategy. John listened to this advice, and now he sat and started to work on his online business. However, he stumbled on a hard part, a blockage that is frustrating him. He realizes that automatically he will be behind schedule, and he encounters something that everyone really loves, and that is an unstructured problem. An unstructured problem is a problem or a goal for what there's no clear solution. Doing the dishes is structured, you know every step. Building an online business, not structured at all. So what does he do? John hits a wall, gets frustrated, decides to calm down for a moment, and suddenly 2.5 hours vanish into Netflix again. And now it is late and he needs to go to bed. Why? Because his break was too long and too stimulating. At work, he deals with similar problems, but somehow performs better. Because at work, he takes short pauses, he talks to his colleagues for 5 minutes and continues to work, he doesn't open addictive content, and he returns before his brain resets into comfort mode. The truth is, John is expecting wonders from himself at that moment, and he knows he cannot manage it. He cannot pop up a solution in 3 minutes, and he quits. So what should he do? Take tactical breaks. When John hits frustration, he should make a break, but not 20 minutes, not 5 minutes, but 60 seconds. Close his eyes, no thinking, no problem solving, no finding hidden wisdom, accepting the situation for what it is, not resisting it. Just letting the brain cool down. The truth is, a 1-minute break gives you more energy without breaking your momentum. A long break destroys momentum completely. Third, being focused on the process. John gets back to work. He's in a rhythm, he's doing tasks he enjoys. And then another difficult task appears. A mental blockage, a wall, obstacle that is blocking the free river of mental energy to flow. Everyone hits moments like this throughout the day. You can switch tasks, put it off, or avoid it, but eventually, this is always the task that matters most. John used to watch motivational videos every time he hit a wall in college. It felt powerful, like he was about to tear through the assignment. But the moment the video stopped and he had to return to the actual task, it felt even worse than before. If he was studying fractions, the energy of fractions is slow, dry, analytical. It has nothing to do with hype, music, or a warrior mindset. Real productivity doesn't come from adrenaline. When you're truly working, all the motivational noise disappears. It's just your prefrontal cortex grinding through the process. That's the problem. Motivational videos activate a completely different system than the one that does real work. You're passive, sitting still, getting hype from the outside. But the second you start the actual task, that hype dies instantly, and the real parts of you that actually get the job done shows up. Boredom, resistance, and the quiet focus required to finish. Since this is the most fragile moment, the moment right after you break focus, you have to treat it strategically. After a 1-minute reset, John shouldn't aim for motivation. He should aim for momentum. And the fastest way to rebuild momentum is simple. Focus on the next 7 easiest steps of the task. Why 7? Because it's small enough to remove resistance, but long enough to pull you back into the rhythm of the work. This is where real improvement happens, when you start speaking to the part of yourself that actually does the work and endures discomfort, and you guide it back into action anyway. So let's recap what John actually needs to do. 1. Stop burning energy on overthinking. Use that energy to face the task. 2. Build tolerance gradually, one uncomfortable rep at a time. 3. When you hit an obstacle, take tactical breaks, not escapist ones. 4. Then return to the process. Do the easiest 7 steps. Let momentum carry you. Get back into flow. Thanks for watching. If this helped, leave a like and subscribe.